Provincetown!
Good morning, everybody. Wake up.
Wake up, wake up.
In Provincetown. This week featuring
Wake up, wake up.
Can I have some coffee?
Wake up, wake up.
Make it strong, please. Hey. Ho. Hey.
Wake up, wake up.
Ho. Whee! No, really, can I have some coffee?
Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up.
Go.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, guys. It's May 2nd. This is Wake Up in Provincetown, and we're back together.
Us again. Everyone's like,
Reunited, and it feels so
good.
good. This is going to be that kind of show.
A big thank you to everyone who's filled in for the two of us over the past few months. How's your new job going?
My new job is going great. It's just a wild ride.
Mm-hmm.
I started on January 1st. I haven't seen you since I started my job, right?
No. Yes.
Oh, I guess we did one show after the new year,
Yes.
and then we took a 6-week break, and then I was here and you weren't, and then you were here and I wasn't, and now we're back. It's going really well. Since the last time I was on here, the Cloverleaf project had a groundbreaking. There are affordable housing units that are finally starting to pop up on the Outer Cape. You can see stuff being built here behind Max, like housing. Did I point the wrong way? You can see stuff right here behind Max.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see things that we've been talking about in town for a really long time finally coming to fruition, and to actually be like going to these events and watching them like stick the shovels in. And yeah, so
Did you make it to town meeting?
I was at town meeting.
How was it?
That
I was out of town
really fun.
I was out of town for town meeting, not only town meeting, but the months prior. So I was like so disconnected from it all.
Town meeting was great. A colleague of mine, Colin, who lives, in the Boston area, he was here, and Julian and Colin and I sat upstairs because Colin can't sit down here where all the voters are sitting. And Julian and I were like, we'll run down and talk if we have to, but this should probably be an uneventful town meeting. Well, then when Julian's article came up,
Julian had an article.
Yeah, the seasonal communities designation. Well, that's his baby, seasonal communities in the Affordable Homes Act. When that question came up, somebody got up to the mic and was like, I suggest we postpone this indefinitely because the regulations haven't been released, and you would never sign a contract without knowing what's in it, which is the exact verbiage from like the part-time resident taxpayers email. So
those voter frauders?
It was almost like a plant in the audience by by that group. And then literally as soon as that person started, Julian jumped up and like ran down the stairs, and I was like, I'm going to. And like he is newly a Provincetown resident and voter, so this was Julian's first time.
Homeowner, so now you have to respect him.
But I think it was Julian's first time speaking at our town meeting, as even Mary Jo was like, welcome everybody, new Provincetown resident, Senator Julian Seir. And we were like, yay! And he stopped just short. He got a little heated. He was like, this article you guys have asked for. This is based on home rule petitions that Provincetown has asked for.
Like imagine
it. Yeah, he was like, it's insane that somebody would get up here and try to do this. Yeah. And of course, it's not town meeting without a little drama. And so there was just enough drama to keep it entertaining and lively.
Most things got passed, and it was
and that ended up being unanimous.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then Provincetown was the first town to vote on the seasonal communities designation. Like less than a week later, 3 Martha's Vineyard towns, and now it's just like domino effect. Everybody is realizing how good it is for their town, so they're all saying yes to it.
Right.
Well,
Except for Provincetown,
they're putting it on their fall.
No,
they put flyers saying like from
Oh, the
part-time
East Ham part shenanigans galore.
for her.
Yeah. So that was really fun. Oh, can
Yeah.
you talk about this?
No,
beautiful
my
piece
favorite
of-
thing from town meeting was last year after, remember it was Take Back Churro or whatever it was?
You mean keep rural?
Yeah.
Keep churro.
I remember I was driving after the town meeting and they were all walking and I was driving to Route 6 and I slowed down and was like, did you keep churro rural?
Donut
Yeah.
in the parking lot.
Do you know what the seasonal communities designation really means? Like,
Yes.
What is?
So there's a lot of
With
things.
me
that-
quizzing you on your job.
apparently, you don't know what it is.
I don't.
So any town where at least 35% of the homes are second homes or empty for most of the year are considered seasonal communities, and this designation allows towns like Provincetown, pretty much all of the Outer Cape towns qualify, and Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket, allow us to implement things that we used to have to go through a home rule process to do, like allocate housing specifically for municipal workers without running afoul of fair housing laws. So like, the towns didn't used to be able to just say, this thing that we're building is specifically for these people. And now you can.
Interesting.
Because you know how like people would be able to fly in from California and be like, I'm applying for this affordable unit in Provincetown. So this will make it so that we can make it for the people that work here.
Yeah.
That is like one of the number one things in it. Also, this is why I believe that the part-time resident taxpayer associations are so against it. Seasonal communities designation does allow towns to raise the property tax exemption for year-round residents from 35% to 50%. So it's like a tax break for people that live here year-round.
We love that.
And these other, some of these other associations are against that, taxation without representation. They like to throw that phrase around.
Yeah, but they're oligarchs. I get it. Well, I mean, the idea that I have two homes, therefore I should have more say in democratic process, that's like literally oligarchy by definition.
Yeah. So it sounds like you do know a lot about this.
Yeah. I just want to give a shout out to this beautiful collage we have behind us. This is Hayden. He is a tattoo artist over at Coastline Tattoo. So if you need a tattoo, head on over to see him. And this will be in the collage show. Is his piece called Forever Queer?
Yep.
This piece is called Forever Queer, but it's going to be in the part of the Outsiders Fest at the Commons. There's going to be a collage show. It's this Thursday, May 8th. This coming Thursday, May 8th from 7 to 9. Yeah, and if you want to see everything else going on as part of the Outsiders Festival, you can go to campprovincetown.com, and they have a very full schedule. I was very impressed with it last week when we were chatting to them.
Awesome, good.
Yeah.
Before we move on, I have to tell a really cute, very Provincetown story. You guys know Peter Warnock, right?
Yeah.
Peter's lived here forever. Peter is very like great neighbor guy. He's always posting like, there's little baby sunflowers in the back of my truck. Everybody who wants a sunflower, come take a sunflower. And then there's sunflowers everywhere. So because he was doing that, I was like, do you want some of my heirloom Thai chili peppers? And he was like, sure. So
You're usually
I'm usually what?
so tight-fisted with your heirloom Thai chili peppers.
That's true, but Peter deserves them. Peter deserves them. So I gave him some like a year or two ago, and he last night gave me this jar of pickled peppers, including the heirloom Thai chili peppers that he grew.
Peter Warnock picked a peck of.
It's the circle of life. I'm just saying, everybody be a
That's
good
awesome.
Isn't that
Totally.
sweet?
Wait, those are your peppers?
Yes.
Or
All of these little red
That's
ones.
a lot of them. Those are going to be very, very.
This is
spicy.
probably the hottest thing I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
life, including the sun.
Like one of them would have been sufficient, and there's probably 5 of them in there.
So Peter, I'll let you know how this goes when I finally get around to eating.
Yeah.
These, but thank you so much. And it's just a reminder to be a good neighbor.
You're back at work.
I am back
How's
at
it
work. The
going?
Redden opened last week. I will be there on Saturdays.
Mhm.
Everybody, please come and say hi. It's been great. Super
Good.
busy. Yeah, lots of friendly faces. You know those first couple weeks.
Yeah.
All of the
Everyone comes
returners.
back.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh, we missed you. We've been gone all winter. How are you? What are you doing for work this summer?
I don't know.
You do no?
I
You don't
honestly
need to
know.
work.
Not that I don't need to, but I don't need to. Pedicab. That is
Be
a
a
bad
pedicab.
idea.
Are you gonna do it? You are gonna be so jacked.
More jacked.
More
Mhm.
like the biggest legs, the biggest ass.
That's
and
actually not a
tiniest
bad
everything.
idea.
Come on, let's do it.
You haven't given it any thought yet.
I have so much thought, but I usually panic after about 5 minutes and have to stop thinking about
What do
it.
you want to do?
Nothing.
Are
The
you
Re-
searching for
you know-
meaning?
the Republicans are right. I don't want to work.
Oh my God.
No, I think my time in the service industry is going to be on an extended break, or I'm done.
Done forever.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't ever come from away with me.
Yeah,
Oh,
me
yeah.
and come from away into a pedicab.
But isn't they're looking for swings?
Local non-union swing.
I'm not that talented. I can barely handle one role, let alone
Please,
multiple
yeah,
roles.
do it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you guys, early voting starts on May 13th. Really?
Early voting.
Early voting starts on May 13th.
Do we know?
May 13th is voting day.
Oh,
Early voting is now.
oh, the way it's written on the dry erase board is confusing to me.
Well, if
I've
you
been
do,
gone for
I think it's political.
Let's everybody just shout over each other
Yeah.
for the rest of the show.
You're right. It is going to be that kind of show.
Voting day is May 13th, but you can start early voting as soon as
Today.
Today. I need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you going to vote early or are you going to vote on the day?
I'll vote early.
Yeah.
I don't have a job. But trivia is going to be back at the brewery starting on Memorial Day, so put it on your schedules. Yeah.
And the brewery is at the Crown and Anchor.
Yeah, the
starting
brewery,
Memorial
the brewery
Day.
will be open for Memorial Day at the Crown and Anchor. Hopefully, I'm not jumping the gun by saying that, but yeah, and me and Evan will be back hosting trivia on Monday nights.
So you are at least doing trivia. Are you going to be like doing a day on the bar there too, or
No. Like I said, I'm a performer now.
Nobody wants to work.
Yeah.
We're gonna start a theater.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Excellent.
I do want to give a few shout outs, all from my family. So this past Wednesday was my mother's last day of work. She retired. Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah, right. We both retired. That was actually what I said to her. I was like, maybe we should both retire. But she has worked for pretty much my whole life in retirement and nursing homes. And having worked in nursing homes, volunteered in nursing homes with my mother, I do know that it's very challenging to keep the humanity of what you're doing. Like, you're caring for real people. And that is one thing that always very much impressed me with my mother. She always treated all of her, I don't want to say patients, but all the residents at the places where she worked as real people. And it's so often, especially when you do it for as long as she did, it's easy to forget that. And she really enriched a lot of people's lives in their last days. And I want to thank her for that and congratulate her on never working again.
Congratulations. And one more thing on nursing homes. We were visiting a nursing home on Martha's Vineyard, and they were asking for funding from the state, of course. And they were like, nobody wants to support a nursing home. People love to do, like, as a pet, like, charity thing, people love, like, Boys and Girls Clubs or this. And these people who run this program were like, nobody ever donates to a nursing home. People hate old people. Love the old people in your life. Like, American culture is very like,
Yeah.
you're old, get out of here, you know?
So you have to put your mother in one, then you care.
Right.
Right.
But also, like, I mean, I've heard so many stories, but like my mother would become friends with these people and care for them in their last days. And then she said it was just sad because a lot of people, like, she's like, I don't know any of their family. They've been here for 5 years. I've never met them.
Wow.
And my mother, being the compassionate, empathetic person she is, she's like, I guess I'll fill that role.
Oh.
Yeah. There were so many times where she'd get left things in wills, but you're not allowed to.
You're not?
No, not as a caretaker.
Oh. Why do that job then? I'm kidding. Totally kidding.
Another shout out. I talk about women's sports a lot. And one of the biggest reasons I'm such a fan of women's sports is because I grew up watching my younger sister play sports. She was amazing at basketball, softball, soccer, and also I pointed out a lot of the inequities between men's and women's sports. And seeing my sister push so hard into sports has always made me a big fan of her and all women's sports. But my sister, who's now 32, just recently got together with a bunch of other women and created a women's over 30 basketball group in her hometown.
That's amazing.
Isn't that so cool?
Geriatric millennial female basketball.
Literally. But she's doing really well. They play every Sunday. She texts me how many points she gets. I think last week she got 18 points, which is very impressive. They just got jerseys. They're going to be called the Coventry Cougars.
Ooh. Cougar.
Very not, I was like, very not my sister's style, but she's like, I'm into it. She's like, it's fine. But they just got jerseys. So big congratulations to my sister and all the other women who are keeping their athleticism alive.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about cemeteries for a second?
Yeah. Tell me about the cemeteries.
I mean, I'm just looking at today's or yesterday's Provincetown Independent. If you don't subscribe to it yet, you should. Apparently, there's some house construction that's cutting very close to an ancient burial site. Does this sound like the start of a Stephen King movie or what? How do you feel about homes being built on top of ancient cemeteries?
I mean, in a town like this, which with a lot of limited space, there's obviously going to be situations that arise where things are encroaching upon each other because we do try to take advantage of every square inch of land in this town that we can. But I imagine there has to be regulations around all of this, right?
You would think. I mean, apparently, though, the town and the state both say they have no oversight over like certain cemeteries. Private cemeteries on private property, which is what we're talking about in this article.
That's now illegal, right? You can't just bury someone in your backyard.
I don't think you can now.
Yeah.
Can you? You can't even add a bathroom to your house without like going through 15 permits. I don't think you can bury your mom in the backyard.
Yeah.
Right? No.
And then you get a tax
For the tax write-off.
I'm just saying.
Yikes.
That's what happened.
Totally.
Especially in this town. There's ghosts in buildings that aren't on top of cemeteries.
Yeah, you'll have some like Portuguese woman yelling at you all day.
I mean, this was a family from the Caribbean. This was so not just Portuguese ghosts,
Yeah.
ghosts of all kinds.
The Tony nominations came out
I
yesterday.
saw that.
Yeah. Are you mad?
No, I'm not mad. Why would I be mad?
Well, people are mad.
Why?
So apparently there was a tie within the voting for both of the men's categories.
Yeah.
So they added a sixth person
Oh.
to both of those categories, but kept the women's categories at 5, which is crazy because name a male actor on Broadway this year that did an amazing job
Cola Scola.
in a musical.
In a musical?
Exactly.
George Clooney? I'm
No.
just kidding.
And then you like think of the women that have been.
I know.
nominated.
That
So
category
many.
is stacked. I
Right.
can't wait for that.
And like, what a great opportunity to add a 6th nomination. And
Oh, I see
Yeah.
your point now.
Mhm.
I just want Cola Scola to beat George Clooney.
he
Best actor,
will.
what do you
He did
think,
something
right?
Yeah, he just did something so special this year. I feel like they can't not
Right.
reward that.
And then, of course, lead actress in a musical is as competitive. Like it's
Yeah, it's kind of
Nicole
crazy.
Scherzinger,
Yeah,
Audra McDonald
Uh-huh.
for Gypsy, the 2 leads of Death Becomes Her.
Yeah.
I saw those 3 shows in one weekend,
damn.
and I like seeing them all. I was like, nominated, gonna win.
Who?
I mean, this is just.
Are you gonna
me
say Jennifer
personally.
Samard?
No, I'm gonna say Audra McDonald. I love her in
Really?
Gypsy so much. I'm better at guessing Emmy winners than Broadway Tony
Mm.
winners, so we'll see. Everybody else thinks Nicole's gonna win,
Mhm.
but you know. And then there's a 5th nominee, and I'm like, that person's actually probably gonna win.
That would be fun. It's the actress from Boop.
Yeah.
Boop. And she's tap dancing her face off.
Oh,
Mm.
we'll see. When are the Tonys? June?
I don't know.
They're in June. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna ask Danica.
But they did just also announce a national Broadway tour of The Devil. Nope.
The Death Becomes Her. Oh, and also this summer there's Death Becomes Them,
Mhm.
the Ryan Landry parody of Death
Yeah.
Becomes Her.
Starring Penny Champagne as well as Jonathan Joseph Peters as Vivian Fontaine,
And Thirsty Burlington as
as Thirsty Burlington.
is the Bella Rossellini role from the
Mhm.
movie, but the Michelle Williams role on Broadway.
Yeah. But it also has Raquel Blake is in it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be so much
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, we're already looking forward to the shows that are gonna be here all summer.
I know.
What else are you looking forward to?
This summer,
Yeah,
paying my bills, maybe.
working one day a week.
We'll see. Yeah. I also went to Boston this past week.
Me too. What were you doing there?
I saw Joao. I got a haircut.
Uh-huh.
I saw Alicia, my esthetician.
Hmm.
And I also got my nails done.
Oh my gosh, who does your nails?
I went to this woman for the first time. Her name is Sam. She's dim sum nails on Instagram. But like, how cool! It's P-Town themed.
Oh, a lobster.
A lobster, an oyster.
The dick dog.
No, that is the sea bean.
Oh,
Yeah, a sun, a wave. Yeah, aren't they so cute?
they are. Speaking of the dick dog,
Oh.
are you, maybe not you specifically,
Pardon?
but whoever it is that caused my neighborhood to become a Sniffy's hotspot,
It wasn't me.
I need it to stop.
Why?
Because people are like backing into our driveway to get back out of the neighborhood, and now there's a big hole in my driveway.
You know what they say, Bob? If you can't beat them, join them.
The car traffic in our neighborhood has increased so much because of Sniffies. How do you stop this? I don't want to be that person who's like, I'm going to tell on you people.
Who's a NIMBY now?
I'm a nymphy, not in my front yard. Don't be doing that stuff in front of my house, y'all. Just ride your bike over there.
Yeah.
Stop driving to the Sniffies hot spots.
Yeah, there's no parking.
Walk. There's no parking. It's resident parking
Just
only.
keep commenting on it, saying there's no parking, don't drive.
Okay, I'm going to go out there with a sign. Keep this neighborhood rural. Stop driving over there. Sorry, what were you talking about?
I don't remember.
Oh, you were in Boston.
Yeah, I think I covered it. Nails, hair, face.
I was in Boston too, and on
Yeah,
Wednesday,
Right, exactly.
Wednesday was the beginning of the big queer food festival.
Oh yeah, Miss
Which-
Cracker was in town for that.
I saw Miss Cracker, Jujubee.
Oh right, you sent pics.
I did, and I
Yeah.
ran into Joelle and Brittany in the street going to the same event that I was going to. And that was really, really fun.
Cute.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, we have the Food and Wine Festival here,
Yeah.
but this was, I mean, because it's Boston, it's like there's events in South Boston, there's events up in the north, it's everywhere, it's all over the place.
I've connected with the producers of them. Just a lot of people don't understand what the Visitor Services Board does, and people reach out and be like, "We want to do this event. Do you want to help us organize it?" And like, no.
You said no to these guys?
Well, that's just not what the Visitor Services Board does.
What do you do?
We are an oversight board for the Office of Tourism.
Okay.
Mhm.
But the people that organized this event reached out to you?
Yeah, a lot of people reach out to me like once every 2 months. People reach out and they're like, "I was wondering if the Visitor Service Board could help me organize this event," and I'm like, "No."
Like at one point during the dinner, Julian was talking to one of the two people who organized the whole big queer food festival.
Mhm.
Julian was like, "Bob, I want you to meet somebody." And I was like, "Chad?" And he goes, "Do we know each other?" And I was like, "Did you work at the boat slip like 20 years ago?"
Oh my god.
And he's like, yeah. And the wet spot, what is now the Buoy Bar, was called the wet spot back then. And he was
I
like,
love.
he was like, I was the wet spot bartender. I was like, I know, because I was a tea dance bartender when you were a wet spot bartender. And I'm like, I haven't seen you in 20 years. Where have you been?
I love that name. I look over at Sam. She's like,
Well, that's why they
It's just
changed
my
it.
wisdom teeth.
yeah. Sam did get her wisdom teeth out this week, so it's hard to know what is emotion and what is
Rested
swelling.
wisdom teeth.
People loved the wet spot, but it was a controversial name because sometimes people would make that face. So now it's the Buoy Bar, which people love even more.
I love that name. The
Well,
wet
drinks.
spot.
It was about the availability of beverages. That's why it
Sure.
was
Yeah,
great,
yeah.
you know.
You can see the new mural today.
Oh, you
Oh,
can?
yeah.
You can see the new mural today.
Well,
We have its first tea. At the
Oh my God. We're
It's
going to
First
First Tea.
Tea.
Mark and I are going to First Tea. Are you going? It starts at 4.
4 to 7, as always.
Let's everybody go to First Tea.
Oh,
It's
that
the
is
first
exciting.
Friday of May, so it's First Tea. I am. This is the thing too. I haven't been to First Tea since I worked at Tea.
Oh,
So
wow.
since 2009, I've been missing First Tea because of the Red Inn.
Mhm.
I'm so excited.
You're gonna have a fun summer.
I'm gonna put that summer. Are you going to tea?
Yeah.
Good. Let's all go to tea.
Yeah. I woke up this morning and it's like, I'm gonna wake up and then go back to bed and stay in my bed all day. But I was like, I guess First Tea is worth
Good.
Leaving
Well, you
my-
can go back to
leaving
bed
my
till
home
4.
perfect.
Yeah.
That actually works really well. Another thing that happened this week was George Santos was sentenced to 87 months in
You mean
prison.
Katara? Wait, what's her?
Rivachi.
Katara Ravachi.
Mm.
How do you feel about this?
I hope that this is the end. I hope we don't have to hear about him from him.
He's only like 35. He's gonna be out when he's 42.
And then we have Jeff with the stars.
Seriously, no kid as Katara
I
Ravachi.
hope not.
You want to be over?
I just want him to go away. He was also ordered to pay $375,000 in restitution and forfeit over $200,000 in ill-gotten gains. Basically, the bulk of his charges were because he basically took people's credit card information who donated to him and then used it to buy other stuff.
Oh my gosh, scumbag! Absolute. What, Alice? It's so funny. That's terrible.
Yeah.
He also was somebody who was very vocal about being like, people who break the law deserve what they get. Everybody that's thrown in the slammer, you know, good, ha ha ha. And I mean, watch what you say, people.
Yeah.
Karma's a.
In reading the article about this, there were so many other things that I found out that he has done and lied about that are insane.
Like what?
Do you remember when he told everyone he was Jewish and his grandparents were in the Holocaust?
No, he said that?
And then when they found out it wasn't true, he's like, "Oh, I didn't mean I was Jewish. I meant I was Jewish."
He did not, literally. 7 years is not long enough.
Yeah.
For this person.
What? There was one other one that I thought was great. Oh, he just like his entire where he went to school, they have no record of him. Where he said he works, they have no record of him. He ran a pet charity, like there's just they did fundraisers and just like the money never went anywhere.
They're already making a movie about his life story. It's called The Untalented Mr. Ripley.
Oh my god.
It's
But
basically that story.
I was chatting with Kristen Becker about this on our new podcast. It's called The Queer Times. There's 2 episodes out now.
Yeah.
You should watch or listen. But she did make a good point. She's like, do you think it's weird that do you think this is different than the things that most Republicans do? And I was like, no. And then she's like, do you think it's weird that the only gay Republican is going to jail for it? And I was like, yeah.
This sounds very extra.
Extra.
Like he's doing, this is way worse than I mean,
Matt Gaetz slept with a 16-year-old.
but he didn't use her credit card information.
Sexual and human trafficked.
Yeah, he should probably go to jail. Too.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knew he was a scumbag.
I think George did it on purpose. You call it Republican hypocrisy.
Really?
Yeah.
He's not that smart.
No.
I mean, he got away with a lot of bullshit.
Let's keep the show moving, shall we?
Is there anything I'm missing on the board?
Nope.
Okay. We are going to play now a video from Something Rotten, the show at Provincetown Schools, coming up shortly.
Something Rotten, a musical comedy set in the time of, well, me, William Shakespeare.
Why is he the bard? He's just a bard, like I'm a bard. You're a bard. He's just one of the bards.
He is the only bard that matters. Is he here? Where is he?
I'm the bard.
Everyone thinks he's the greatest writer England has ever known.
I'm a bard too, but you don't see me going around telling everybody. He's the bard. Said it. I hate Shakespeare. I just don't get it. How a mediocre actor from a measly little town is suddenly the brightest jewel in England's royal crown. Oh man, I hate Shakespeare.
No other bard. I am the bard.
Well, my brother, his feelings about Shakespeare are very complicated.
He's a hack with a knack for stealing everything he can.
I spell Shakespeare B-A-R-D.
He's not the... He's just a man.
Never heard of a Shakespeare.
He's not the... The man is a charlatan. He's just... He's a fraud. He steals everything. Well, do you know what? All of his ideas.
Light on set.
majesty flows from his pen.
Sorry, we're poking fun at Sam. That looked really cool. I'm really excited to see it, you guys. How's it been going?
It's been going actually pretty well.
Yeah,
it's
we're
very-
already excited.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with Something Right. Give us a little overview of what the show's about.
Without giving anything away.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Okay, so it's about like two brothers who are like in the shade of Shakespeare, and
these are the two brothers.
he's the older one.
That sounds really
Yeah.
cool. It's a musical, correct?
Yeah, it's a musical.
Yeah, so it's obscure. I saw it on Broadway when it first opened when I was living in New York City at the time, and I remember seeing it and saying, "This show is awesome." And then last year, when I was looking at the junior list, which is what I choose from, it had just fresh off the press. It was like right on the list, and I was like, "Oh, we're doing it." And of course, you don't know what the kids were like, "Oh, what's this? Something rotten." I'm like, "Trust me, you'll love it." And here we are. It's obscure. It's an original musical comedy set in the time of Shakespeare, and it's funny. There's tap dancing omelets, and it's
Tap
very
dancing
silly.
omelet?
yeah. It's a teaser. It's a selling point, and we taught 35 kids to tap dance. So,
Wow.
Yeah, basics, but yeah.
35 pairs of top shoes.
Well, we asked the families to purchase them this year, and then any families that needed help, when we bought them. And they're actually fairly reasonably priced on Amazon.
Really?
Yes.
And the show opens next Friday, and there are actually still a few tickets left.
Yes. Friday, Saturday, 6:30. And yeah, there's going to be a link for the tickets, and we have tickets on Friday and Saturday night. Yeah.
Awesome. So you were both in Willy Wonka last year.
Yeah.
Yes, we were.
What's it like being the stars this year?
Oh, it's a really big. You have to do a lot. You have to like stay pretty much after school every day.
Every day.
You have like two days that you don't. It's like Wednesdays and Fridays that you don't get to like do practice. It's like really crazy though. It's like you have to be everything. You're like,
It's a lot of responsibility, but it's
Yeah.
also very fun because you're like leading the show and everyone's like having fun with you.
Yeah, it is always fun to get
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was too. I was like thinking, I'm so excited for like practice the bows. We haven't even done that.
Practice.
No, you have to practice the
Yeah,
bows.
you have to.
Yeah.
It's bad luck to do it before opening night or something.
Oh no, we have to do it before because you do. It's like you have to practice.
They're going to be tap dancing. And...
Yeah, it's something that we have to practice. Yeah, and Luca. Oh, Luca is my son.
Yeah.
And Bella. Yeah, this is for my child. Which has been interesting, but great. Interesting and great. But Luca and Bella, they do such a great job. And like Bella said, it's a huge responsibility being a lead of a show. And they carry it beautifully. So.
Luca, is there a difference between your mom telling you what to do and your director telling you what to do?
Oh
Or
no,
is-
but she's just as terrifying as she is.
Say something. I had to be very intense
Very scary.
at this time of year. There's the only way I can wrangle 40 kids with tap dancing, costumes,
Yeah.
props. This show has so many costumes.
Yeah.
and props
Oh, it's
as
a lot
well.
of
A lot of
costumes.
props.
A lot
A
of
lot of
props.
props, a lot of
a lot-
costumes.
it's a
But it
lot.
was fun at the beginning when we were all like, "Oh, we have until May," and now it's more like,
Oh yeah, that was our
"We
motto.
have
till
no
next week.
time."
We have no
Right
time.
until next week.
That was our motto. I was like, let's do until May. Because, we would try to do the tap. And I was like, yeah, we have until then. We're good. We're good. And now we're like, oh, no, it's next week. It's May.
That's honestly every show.
That's every
you
show.
always think you have
Yes.
so much
So many-
time, and then you're like, oh, it's next week. It's...
And I just want to put a little plug. Alice is here from 20 Summers. She'll be on in a little bit. And it was 20 Summers that produced that the teaser and the trailer. It was a great collaboration with the 8th graders at Provincetown. It was super fun. It's been great. And we wouldn't be able to do these shows without the community support, particularly the Kook Family Fund every year giving us money to keep growing what we do. We really try to set a high bar for Bella, Luca, and everyone else to kind of rise to. And I like to push the bar, and that takes financial assistance, sets, costumes, props, new tech equipment. We had to get a new light board this year so we could use these amazing moving lights that Peregrine installed. So it's, we appreciate it so much. So thank
I was going to say, even at Willy Wonka, I remember just the lights and the staging. I'm like, this is a school production. Like it was major. It was huge.
Yeah, we try to make it major. We do. We want to, we're so, I mean, we have to fit in with all the other amazing talent in this town. So,
Are you doing any performing this summer, maybe?
no, I have to. Well, I heard that come from away. I was like, oh, maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of like you. I have my summers off. I'm a teacher, so I like to enjoy the ocean and, being in a show is a huge commitment. Yeah. So, and I do have 4 kids, so I have to balance my time wisely. So probably not. Yeah.
Everybody's ready for Tech Week, though, right?
Oh yeah, it's like Tech Month for us. Yeah. Like we have to slow and steady is our motto. Slow and steady, but we're pushing a little bit right now. Yeah,
excellent.
For sure.
Well, break a leg.
Thank you.
Wish you the best of luck. Tech Weeks are tough.
Yes.
Y'all can do it.
Yeah. Yes. We got to push through. We can do it.
Slay the people.
Yeah.
Be sure to grab tickets ASAP because y'all are gonna see.
Oh, we'll sell that. Oh yeah, we do have some.
The link up, I think, are perfect. So check it out. Yeah. Let's head over to Sam with the roundup.
Sounds good.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Wake Up Weekly Roundup with me, Sam Sewell, for the week of May 2nd through May 8th. It has come to this time of year, my favorite time of year, where I go around and take photos of all the flowers coming into Provincetown. It is spring, everyone, and the tulips are out and about, and they are looking so fine. So I invite you to enjoy this lovely collage of all of the photos going on in Provincetown. Thank you especially to the Garden of All White Flowers and One Red. Stand out amongst the crowd, everyone. So, beginning on Friday over at the Water's Edge Cinema, we have a 3-for showing On Swift Horses, The Shrouds, and Bonjour Tresse all this weekend. You can go check it out at ptownfilm.org. And also, the membership drive for the Provincetown Society is still going on strong till May 9th. So go check out their membership drive. They have really great options for discounts on tickets, early access, and some free popcorn. Check them out at ptownfilm.org. Also today, get ready because it is First Tee. We've made it, everyone. Congratulations to the boat slip on First Tee. It's looking a little rainy outside, but I know that won't deter us. Happy First Tee, everyone. Then moving on to Saturday, you can catch Anita Cocktails Drag Brunch, now playing only at thecrown.com with doors at 11 and the show at 12. Also at Finiti's, they have a Mother's Day sip and shop this weekend from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. featuring various local artisanal makers. And later that night, you can catch Vivian Fontaine's Summer Camp playing at the Post Office around 9 p.m. And around 10 p.m., you can catch Spooky's Helltown Burlesque kicking off the inaugural show of the season, also at the Post Office. Congratulations, y'all. Then on Sunday, you can catch the Music Mavericks bucking the status quo at the Provincetown United Methodist Church. This is brought to you by Red Door Chamber Music, so go check them out at 3 p.m. Then on Monday, the Provincetown Sands of Time will be at 10 a.m. with historian Lisa King. This is at the Provincetown Community Center, and for more information, you can call this phone number, 508-487-7080 to register. Then later that night, get it before it's gone. Noodle Night at the Governor Bradford is still going on with live music. I just had some this last week. It was phenomenal. Get in on Noodle Night. And on Wednesday, you can catch the perks of being a wallflower over at the Provincetown Public Library. This is one of my favorite stories. The book was life-changing for me coming out, and I think the movie does a really good job. So go check that out at 5:30. Then on Thursday, Camp Provincetown brings you the Outsiders Festival, and you can check out all the details at campprovincetown.com for the events going on. Come learn about Provincetown in Provincetown. This is sure to be a really great event. And congratulations, because Angels in America over at the Provincetown Theater is opening. Break legs, everyone. You can get tickets for the 7 p.m. show. I would highly recommend recommend it, even if you haven't seen the first part. This is a really great cast coming together to tell you a very important story. So again, congratulations, break legs. And upcoming, we have so much. If you have missed RuPaul's Drag Race in town, don't worry, because you can catch RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars viewing party now with resident host Tina Burner and Mackenzie on May 9th with doors at 7 p.m. and the show at 8 p.m. And if that's not enough drama for you, get your tickets early for Something Rotten, 2 shows May 9th and 10th over at the Provincetown Schools. And on Thursday, May 15th, there is a creative art show over at the Provincetown Community Center. It is free and it is from 3 to 5 p.m. Then on May 19th, I am personally very excited about the Grab and Go Health Bar opening. I cannot wait for your smoothies. This day cannot come soon enough, so I thought I'd put it out there so we all can wait in anticipation. And as always, if you would like to see something up here, please email me at wakeuproundup@gmail.com. It has been a pleasure to enjoy all that spring has been offering. Thank you so much, everyone, for your beautiful, beautiful gardens. And I hope to see you all out there. Happy spring.
A lot going on, as always.
Yeah, especially now that May is kicking in.
I know. And I love going from child actors to adult actors. This is like, I love this very theater episode. Thank you for making some time to come and talk Angels in America with us. That was one of my favorite things that I saw last year. So incredible. And how's it been going, this one?
Good.
Good?
So if you miss Angels in America, the first part, what's the first part called?
Millennium Approaches.
Millennium Approaches. It is the same cast for the second part, which is called Perestroika.
Mm-hmm.
Are you shocked, or did you expect everyone to come back and be willing to want to do it again?
I'm not shocked that I mean, one person couldn't come back, but I'm not sure. I think we kind of all knew that we were going to do it again. Right? Yeah, kind of.
It doesn't feel finished. Just
Of course, we hoped we were going to have something else.
And I mean, if for the very few of you who are not familiar with Angels in America, it's a Tony Kushner masterpiece wherein Joe plays Roy Cohn, who, as we all know, is Donald Trump's mentor. There was a whole like Oscar bait movie last year about their relationship with Sebastian Stan and Jeremy Strong. I did not see that movie. I can't watch anything about Donald Trump right now. So I love Jeremy Strong and Sebastian Stan especially, but I was like, how dare you cast this beautiful man as Donald Trump? Sorry, we're not talking about that. But I'm like, you're playing like a literal like world-renowned villain. Like,
Yeah.
how do you like relate to that? How do you get into that?
Well, I mean, there's
Very
there's Roy Cohn, the man who lived and was despicable, and there's Roy Cohn, the character in this play.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of things that are very similar. Obviously, not similar, factual, but he did take a lot of liberties. So for me, it allowed me some room to try and find this humanity.
Mhm.
So that's what I tried to do.
It's challenging because he is a villain in everyone's mind, but what you're portraying him going through, you want to humanize him. You want to feel bad for him a little, but you also have to like kind of keep him being the villain.
Yeah, but I would think that probably in his mind, he didn't think he was a villain.
Right.
So I go with that, you know. And he was. I mean, you can't really say nice things about the guy. You know, I have to like go with how he would relate to certain things, and not necessarily my judgment on him.
Right.
But
Yeah, no villain ever thinks in real life, I'm the villain of this story. Everybody thinks they're the hero.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I mean, Harper is such a gut-wrenching role.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like, I mean, how do you like get out of that? How do you shake the feeling off when you're done?
Last year was a lot harder too, because she was really in it. And you end at kind of her peak of like, this is really bad for her.
Mhm.
And this show is actually a lot more nice to her.
Oh, good.
Danica's the only one that gets to have fun this
A
time.
little bit, yeah.
Oh my God. It's hard to watch.
Yeah.
It's very moving. When does it open?
Thursday, next Thursday.
Next
Yeah.
Thursday.
Whatever that day is.
It's 5 acts, 2 intermissions, correct?
But maybe
It's
like they're not like
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
like
One
a-
act is like 3 scenes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Not
that's
It's
sounds
one of the scenes.
sounds scarier than it is. It's the same as if you saw it last year. It's about the same.
About
They're still long, but not that long.
Yeah, a nice night of theater, a nice night being out.
Get dinner before.
Okay.
Yes.
I heard this guy's
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got it built.
Yeah.
I know. I was trying to hang out with Todd all weekend.
Todd built our set.
He did?
Among other people.
Yeah.
But
God.
Todd was
Todd's
out
really
there
amazing.
cutting wood. Yeah.
Todd is like masks sometimes. Hammers.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So it's been interesting to try to kind of adjust to that. 'Cause
Mhm.
It's kind of complicated, and when you're doing it on the floor with tape, you do it excellently, and then all of a sudden there's things to hit your head on and walk into or and fall off of.
And climb.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Were you guys like the kids? We were like, we have till May.
Actually, yeah. Yeah, I can't because when we first like sat down and read it, it's like, and now it's
Now it's here.
Tech week, tech month.
Yeah, they call it Hell Week.
Hell
You
week,
know.
yeah. I didn't want to say that
I
to
didn't
the
want
kids.
no me either.
I was
But
happy to talk about sniffies in front of those children, but not use the word hell.
So it's running for 3 weekends.
that sounds right. Yeah, through Memorial Day
4
weekend.
shows,
Yep.
3 weekends.
Yep, Thursday through Sunday.
Get tickets because it did fully sell.
Oh, yeah.
out last
Yeah,
year.
it sure did.
And if you did get to see it last year, you're gonna love this. It's all the same cast. Todd Player is back, Carl Gregory, you two, Darlene, Debbie,
Nick.
Nick
Nick.
Wilson, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the best things I've ever seen at the Provincetown Theater, honestly.
I'm just kidding. I was like, so I had never seen any iteration of it. I kind of didn't know what it was, but I'm very happy to have your version of it as my first experience into it because you guys do such a great job.
Thank you. Yeah.
Break a leg, kill the
Thank
beat.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So next Thursday it opens up. Get tickets like literally right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't wait, honestly. We're not just saying that. Do not wait because it will sell out.
Yeah, that's just what shows do here anytime.
Do we have a weather segment? Yeah. That's great. I wonder what the weather's going to be like. Let's find out now. Take it away, Sean.
Good morning, Provincetown. It's windy this morning. You can see by the camera moving around. I rolled back into town late last night, and I'm coming to you live this morning from in front of the boat slip, where later today we'll officially kick off the season with first tee. More on that in just a moment. But let's talk weather. We had some heavy rain and thunder roll through overnight, and if you were up early, you probably heard that booming clap of thunder around 6 a.m. It got me out of bed for certain. Here's your 6-day outlook as we step into May with a little bit of everything. Today starts off cloudy with a few passing showers, but we should see some sun break through by late afternoon, just in time for tea. Keep an eye out for a stray thunderstorm, though. Highs near 63. Saturday brings warmer temps near 67, but with stronger winds and a chance of thunderstorms with potential downpours and gusty winds. Sunday cools off a bit with clouds and scattered showers. Monday turns breezy and noticeably cooler with steady rain and drizzle holding temps around 53. That damp pattern continues into Tuesday with more showers and highs in the upper 50s. By Wednesday, we'll catch a break with a mix of sun and clouds and just a few lingering showers as temps climb back into the low 60s. Classic Cape Spring weather. Layer up and keep that rain gear handy. As for events, Sam covered a lot of it earlier in the roundup, and we've got a lot going on. But the big news today is first tee here at the Boat Slip. Starting at 4, it's a Provincetown tradition and the official kickoff to summer, so don't miss it. Tomorrow, the Buoy Bar opens at noon and is hosting a Derby Day party, complete with a hat contest hosted by yours truly at 6:30 p.m. The race is at 7, and of course, we've got Saturday tea dance starting at 4. Sunday brings us solid gold, and on Monday, we'll celebrate Cinco de Mayo at the Buoy Bar right here at 5 p.m. while giving you a chance to explore some stunning updates the hotel underwent over winter. And oh yes, there is a brand new frozen drink machine debuting tomorrow, serving up mint juleps all day long. That's it from me. If you're in town, I will see you guys at tea. Boys, back to you in the studio.
Thank you so much, Sean.
Hey. And
Please
we're
welcome
back.
Alice Gong.
Hi, welcome back to the show, Alice. Nice to see you.
Morning.
Good to have you back.
I can't believe it's already time to talk about 20 Summers again.
Time just goes by.
Spring is sprung.
As with everything else happening on this show, it's all happening next week. The week after, sorry. The 15th.
Yeah.
We have our opening party at the Buoy Bar at the Boat Slip, which was once known as
The Wet Bar.
Actually.
This is going to be my talking point at the party. Like, did you know this place was called the Spot? And just see the expression.
Yeah, right.
So wait, after the opening party, what's the first event? What's the first event?
Lonely Parrots. I heard you guys might.
We love the Lonely Parrots.
I'm so glad you're bringing them back.
The Lonely Parrots are coming from San Francisco, and that is our first concert at the Hawthorne Barn. When people ask me, wow, you guys have so much going on. Like, if I were to do one thing, what do I do? And I always say, if you have one thing, try to go to a concert. It is just the most magical venue for music as a wooden box. It's literally just a box barely held together by a few stringers, built 100 years ago, suffused with light, and it's perfect for music.
Oh yeah, especially their style of music, I feel like is going to really be amazing in that space.
Yeah.
And how many summers is this so far?
This is our
20 of
12th
them.
season, and I will try to dispel this incorrect notion that we were only around for 20 summers. We would like to be around for more than 20 summers, but our namesake is the closing line of a Stanley Kunitz poem called Route 6, and it's about this hot journey from New York, and everybody's just so excited to get out here. And you know that feeling when you come over the hill and you see the monument,
And it like opens up like that.
Pilgrim Lake, and you're just like, and the closing line of that poem is, "And 20 summers roll by."
Oh my God, this is my 20th anniversary summer.
No way.
I moved here in 2005.
Congratulations.
Oh my God, they do just roll by.
Yeah. I think this is my 16th, 15th, something.
Something like that. It's my 10th.
And here we still are.
Yeah.
So yes, there's concerts. We already have 2 sold out events, and as you know, you got to get your tickets now. Our venue is limited. We can't pass that capacity because that barn will collapse. And yeah.
What are the 2 events that sold out already?
We have a conversation with author Geraldine Brooks, in conversation with our local literary person, Patrick Nolan, and the other is Cody Plays. I'm sure you guys have
Already sold out.
Already sold out. It's just such a fun community event, especially in that space.
Cody's been nailing it all winter.
Yeah.
I actually I made my Cody Plays debut this past winter. I don't know if you told everyone. I was working at the Gifford House, and they were like, someone didn't show up. They're like, can you jump on stage? Here's the script. I was like, sure.
Fun, right?
Yeah, it was amazing. Really fun show. And it was Sex and the City themed. So you know I love that.
What are you most excited about?
Well, new for this year, we have our May, June time at the Hawthorne Barn. But for the first time in 20 Summers history, we will have a full July through September season that I cannot give you any information about other than it is happening. There will be a group show in the space and then programming around it. But there will be conversations and film screenings, and there will be an epic dance party at the Boat Slip, as well as other things. But we're gonna share more information about that.
That just means you'll have to come back.
Yeah, beginning of June is when we're
when you're
announcing
able
all
to talk about it, come back.
Exactly, but I'm hyping it, and just so you know, we always hear people are like, we just aren't around in May and June. I'm like, well, we'll be doing stuff July through September too.
You already were doing so much.
Well, backed by popular demand.
It's so exciting.
Do I get to keep this?
Sure, lots of those.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Where can we get tickets?
Tickets are online at 20summers.org. The best way to be in touch is to sign up for our newsletter. We still have a few extra little things that we're going to add to the season for May and June. So that is the best way to stay informed and get your tickets as soon as they're released.
Excellent.
Amazing. Congratulations and good luck.
Well, enjoy the rest of your spring and happy 20 summers.
Yeah. I imagine it's just every day
Um,
getting stuff together.
Yeah, but I'm really excited. We have 2 interns this year, and we have extra help. So you'll see some enthusiastic faces around town, hopefully helping us hype up the season.
Excellent.
Amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, get your tickets now.
Did we forget anything?
No.
Yeah, perfect. Awesome. So that's it. We did it. Bob, it was so great being back here with
I
you.
know, it's so
Yeah,
nice
it's
to
so
see
fun.
you.
Yeah. Another big reminder, it is the beginning of the season, and if it's been some time since you've been tested, it is a great idea to get tested right now at the beginning of the season. Head over to Testing Treat with Jeff. Get tested, update your apps. Yeah, it's really important this time of year.
We want to thank our sponsors, the Boat Flip, the P-Town Inn, the Provincetown Brewing Company, the Crown and Anchor, the Provincetown Business Guild, the
Provincetown Television.
There we are.
And P-Town Tours. And thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, thanks for waking up in Provincetown.
Wherever you are.
And some combination of 2 people. We'll see you next Friday.
Can I have some coffee?
Wake up, wake up.
Make it strong, please. Hey! Ho! Hey!
Wake up, wake up.
Ho! No, really, can I have some coffee?
Wake up, wake up.